buying easy.
When you download the 1226 First Alert weather app, you've got access to the best local and most trusted weather team just a click away. Live radar, First Alert forecast, and more. Whether your skies are sunny or severe, you'll be ready with the free 1226 First Alert weather app.
Get a free second pair of glasses with insurance at iMart Express. Now with an upgraded selection of over 150 frames. Plus, with free same-day speed, you'll get your glasses in a blink. Hurry in and max out your vision benefits before they expire.
From our family at WRDW, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Need convenient stocking stuffers or gifts for friends on the go? Pick up a Parker's Kitchen gift card. They're good for almost everything in store and fuel at any Parker's Kitchen location.
Live from Augusta, you're watching News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Tonight we're close to the I-20 finish line when officials say the project could be officially over in just a few minutes.
But first, we're learning more about a deadly weekend shooting at Fort Eisenhower that killed this man, Army reservist Andre Stewart, and landed a National Guardsman in jail. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Will Rio.
And I'm Zaina Halliburton. The suspect has been identified as Natravian Landry. Authorities say the shooting happened at On Post Housing. Your Hallie Turner joins us live from our newsroom. Hallie, you spoke to the victim's family today. What did they have to say?
Well, Andre's family says while Saturday will go down as one of the worst days of their lives, they're at peace, and they say they want to make sure that how Andre died does not define the life that he lived or the person he was.
We are a faith-driven family. He was raised in the church. Mother is one of faith, as well as I'm a pastor, and he's always been surrounded by strong role models and people who believe in the Lord.
If a picture's worth 1,000 words, then these photos tell quite the novel of Andre Stewart. His family calls him a gentle giant with a heart of gold and unshakable faith.
He was lovingly adored by his family, but he adored his family, especially his 5-year-old son.
Aside from his height, Andre was known for his larger-than-life personality and his hunger for success.
Andre was one who was very ambitious. He wanted to and hoped to be able to build generational wealth for his family. He was working on building all aspects of real estate, and that's something he talked to his family about.
Even with the second career in the works, Andre's cousin Deborah says he was busy building a legacy in the military, one he won't ever have the chance to live out.
He was a sergeant, he was a reservist, but he didn't get an opportunity to actually walk in that yet. Because his life was cut short.
Andre died at the age of 28 after he was shot on post at Fort Eisenhower Saturday morning, leaving his family clinging to every last memory.
His mother has such a great memory of him telling her recently how much he loved her. And so that is what's going to keep her strong.
And they're relying on faith to get them through the first holiday season without him.
It's just going to be hard all around. There's no way around it. But we'll hang together and we'll hold on to God for strength and faith.
The family says this is especially hard because Andre lost his dad when he was just 5 years old, and now he himself leaves a 5-year-old son behind.
And that's just heartbreaking to hear. Thanks for shining a light on who Andre was, Hallie.
Well, temperatures today were about 15 degrees above in just about 10 minutes. All right, thanks, Raleigh. Since construction began in 2019, the I-20 Savannah Bridge project has been the source of many headaches and traffic.
Building an entirely new bridge along our area's busiest highway is no easy task, and GDOT faced several setbacks, including the pandemic.
Your Sydney Hood is live right off of I-20 in Sydney. You spoke with GDOT, who says we're pretty much at the finish line here.
Well, the finish line is in sight, but we aren't quite over it yet. There are still some things that GDOT needs to check off before we call this project an official done deal. And just like life itself, the I-20 bridge project comes with its own ups and downs.
Obviously went on a little bit longer than we had hoped for final construction completion, but credit to the contractor and also our partners of South Carolina that we work with to deliver this project.
Nearly $80 million and a few roadblocks later.
Started the pandemic and the supply chain issues. Also, they ran into some issues in the water, actually in the Savannah River, how they were able to manage that water flow to actually begin the rebuild of the bridges.
And like any other project,
large or small, you're going to have that punch list work after the lanes or the bridge, what have you, is finally open to traffic.
In this case,
dressing up the slopes just for to get a stand of grass for future erosion control. Also finishing the cable barrier on the exterior of the roadway, finishing up the joints in the concrete to ensure there's a safe seal there for longevity of that pavement.
So don't be surprised if you see a traffic barrel or experience a slight delay.
If you see a section of the newly opened stuff closed off, that's what the contractor's out there doing. They're just trying to close out that final punch list to really sign off on this project, get it substantially complete, and finally get out of your way.
GDOT says hopefully around January or February they hope to be done with those final touches. In the meanwhile, they are just glad to see traffic flowing on these lanes they've been working on for years.
And traffic is not really flowing right there behind her because they still have one of those lanes closed eastbound. I know this from experience. I'm sick of dealing with it as well. So hopefully that's back open soon and we hit that finish line.
Exactly. But like Sydney just said, a couple months, you're saying January, February. So we're right there.
We're right
we
there.
can see that line.
No more storms. No more storms to delay it. No more supply chain from the pandemic. We're ready to move on from this. But we appreciate the update. Thanks, Sydney.
On your sideline.
Happening now in sports, Burke County is facing off against Carver Columbus in Atlanta for a state title.
Your Alyssa Lyons joins us live from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Alyssa, what's the score and how's our team doing?
Hey guys, yeah, Burke County is now down 31-7. That's about 7 more, one single touchdown more than we last checked in with you. So things not going Burke County's way, but guys, listen, this is a monumental experience for the Burke County Bears. The last time these kids even saw a state championship come to Burke County was back in 2011. I talked to these guys on Friday. A lot of them were in pre-K. They remember getting out their foam fingers and cheering on the seniors then. They get to make their own history today, and they already have. This is the first time that Burke County has played in the Benz. Remember that the Benz picked up the GHSA state championship games just about 2 years ago. So right after that Thompson state championship win, that's when they turned over to here in the Benz. And Burke County really showed out just to show how much support these guys have. Take a look at this video. Far and wide they have traveled all the way from Waynesboro. About 3 buses full of people from Waynesboro made their way to Atlanta earlier this afternoon to see history be made. Now the Bears were able to extend on their first drive of the game. They went 7 minutes down the field, recovered the ball on their own 48. Keldon Scott was able to convert 18 yards into the end zone there for them to get their first touchdown of the game. And that's the real piece here. They've been using Keldon instead of Amir Williams. Amir Williams ranks 4 in 2A rushing yards. He ranks 25 in the state of Georgia. So that's really important that this Carver Columbus team has been able to contain him. Now, will they be able to make some moves and make some adjustments where they can open up some frame for Amir Williams to get through? Well, we'll just have to see and find out. But now, 31-7 here. We're just leaving halftime, so we're going to get things started here shortly.
Yeah, not the outcome we were expecting with Burke County making it to the state title there, but again, they have a really good offense. They can score a lot of points there, so I don't like to say the game's over at this point. Down 31-7. There's still plenty of football left to play, so hoping that they can make a comeback there.
You never know. I mean, these
You
things
never know.
do happen. They're possible. But just, again, to make it this far, to be there at the Benz, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's still an incredible experience for a lot of those kids down there to be able to play. So hopefully we'll get an update there, and hopefully they come out with a win or at least get it close there down there.
We're
in
rooting
Atlanta.
for all of you.
Yes, we are. Today, the city of Aiken is taking a big step towards preparing for the future. The groundbreaking for a water treatment plant might not sound like a big deal, but it is.
As your Kennedy Payne reports, this $70 million project will help supply all of the drinking water in the city and beyond.
When you're making your coffee or getting ready to cook, do you ever wonder where your water comes from? If you live in Aiken, almost all of it comes from right here.
It's a fundamental building block both to life, but certainly to having a community that people want to move to.
Whether you realize it or not, water is an essential part of growth.
Aiken is a very attractive place for people to move to from all parts of the country, whether to live here or to locate a business or an industry. The ability to provide the capacity is going to be critical.
Which is why they say they need an upgrade. The current water treatment facility is starting to show its age, so it's out with the old and in with the new.
Concrete has started failing, the piping has started failing, and It's just a great time for an update.
This new facility allows them to keep up with the growth in Aiken.
During the summer, we see about 6.5, but that's our maximum we can get right now. With the update of this new plant, we can produce 8, but with the storage we're going to have on site, we can pump out up to 8 million gallons during peak times.
The city is also working on construction to help reduce traffic on the busiest road in Aiken, Whiskey Road, and the mixed-use office building that could house the Savannah River National Lab.
You're looking at about $125 to $130 million worth of new projects coming quickly, and we're very excited.
In Aiken, Kennedy Payne on your side.
Some things you don't think about, but now you are. This project is expected to take 2.5 years to complete, so something will continue to follow. Thanks for that, Kennedy. Still ahead, a huge donation is on its way to Golden Harvest, where the money comes from and what it'll be used for next.
And we got a little taste of the 70s this afternoon. Likely going to do it again tomorrow, but tomorrow we're bringing back the chance for maybe a thunderstorm. Have that full forecast next.
Time and Temp, brought to you by your First Alert weather team.
Solstice, it will feel like it, and then heading into next week, Christmas Eve, high temps only near 50.
Okay, not too bad. Thanks, Riley. Today, a massive donation goes to one of our local programs doing the most good. Golden Harvest just got $300,000 from a disaster relief grant from Food Lion to help our community.
As your Audrey Dickherber reports, this money will be put to good use as our area continues to recover from Hurricane Helene.
Even though the hurricane hit more than 80 days ago, Golden Harvest says there's still a need here, and it's still just as important to pack bags like these to go back into the community.
An increase in need for necessities that people weren't expecting to lose or lost more of.
We're seeing a very increased number of people that are reaching out to our pantry system and our programs, and so therefore we're going to have to step up and just get more food out into communities, and so that's a really strong challenge. It's going to take a lot of funds like this and a lot of people like behind me, these volunteers with Food Lion Feeds that are coming alongside us to help get this work done.
A donation of $300,000 that'll help feed the community.
We're mapping out what that looks like in the next year. We know this is a very long road and that food insecurity has definitely risen because of the hurricane, and so we just have a lot of work to do to make sure that we're reaching everyone that needs us.
Expecting at least a 20% increase of food insecurity region-wide.
We had to change the way we operated. In the short term, we had to start bringing in disaster relief boxes, moving them out into communities where there was no power, there were no communications. You know, we had to purchase a lot more food. We purchased as much food in October as we did in 2023. So, like, the change in the impact on our cost of doing business was tremendous. But we had to get that kind of food to get it out to people.
But it's not just an issue after a hurricane or around the holidays. It's year-round.
We understand that nourishing kids is important in our communities. And whenever we see a need, we don't want to just think about profit. We want to think about people. And it's important to all of us to come out and do what we can.
If you're interested in volunteering or helping out the community through Golden Harvest, we'll have more information on WRDW.com. In Augusta, Audrey Dickherber on your side.
And they can use all the volunteers they can get. Golden Harvest continues to be a great resource in our community, making a huge impact, especially after Hurricane Helene.
Take a look at this. The Wilkes County School District is now the first in Georgia to have all of its buses run on clean energy. The change began in 2017, and today the district unveiled its 5 electric school buses. They join the county's fleet of 22 propane-powered buses. We're told these electric buses can run about 130 miles on charge, and the propane ones can go about 200 miles. So look out, Wilkes County.
Pretty good upgrade there. Earlier this fall, the Salvation Army of Aiken was worried its Angel Tree program wouldn't be able to go on, but now volunteers are putting the final touches on gifts for more than 650 families. We'll take a look at that coming up next.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group.
When you have a personal TV Plus.
Tomorrow marks 1 week until Christmas, and the Salvation Army of Aiken is making sure no child goes without. Today, I got a behind-the-scenes look at their Angel Tree operation, where they're finding solutions and providing gifts to more than 650 families. Captain Michael Good with the Salvation Army of Aiken knows all too well what it's like to receive gifts through the Angel Tree program.
My wife and I are former Angel Tree children. For years, our parents who struggled just to make ends meet were able to go to the Salvation Army and receive assistance.
Captain Good says they're providing Christmas to 3,000 kids, seniors, and adults with disabilities in Aiken County.
The children that were on our list were children living in poverty, children in foster care, children in our homeless shelter, children that came through incarcerated parents programs. And so what we've also seen this year is the need grow. We had 800 more individuals on our list this year than what we had last year, and it was directly linked to Hurricane Helene.
He says for 18 years they've partnered with Toys for Tots to help expand their reach.
I just want to thank the Marine Corps League and the Salvation Army volunteers, all the people who volunteer for us, all the people who donate to it, donate to Black Site in Town and everything else, and remind them if they know somebody needs some help, to call us.
The program is being run out of a location owned by Aiken Regional Medical Center. The Salvation Army spent months searching for a place to use, and now they have one. Donors and sponsors were able to come get a tour and learn the story behind the Angel Tree.
A lot of people had been hit hard, and a lot of parents was not able to get out to afford, even working parents was not able to afford gifts for their children for Christmas. So I think this was a great gesture and a great thing from the community to give back to all people that's in need.
And as Christmas approaches, families will soon have those gifts to put under the tree.
For a child living in poverty every single day of the year, they should be able to wake up on Christmas morning and experience the same Christmas joy that every child should have.
And because of businesses, organizations, you at home, those families and those kids will be able to do that. So families will be receiving those gifts starting tomorrow and as we head into the new year. And if you're in need of any kind of assistance, the Salvation Army is always there for you.
It's just amazing what they're able to do, and every child should have a gift to open up under the Christmas tree. It's heartbreaking to think that that's even a thing, but it's great that these organizations exist to be able to do that. It means so much to these families.
It really does. And just looking at the gifts and the bags that these families will get, they're going to be so surprised about how much they're receiving because in most cases, it's way beyond what was on that list.
Absolutely. These organizations doing great work out there. We appreciate them.
Definitely so, guys. Great time of year for giving back. And if you're going to be out shopping over the next couple of days, temperatures are going to start feeling much colder by this weekend. Morning temps down near freezing Saturday and Sunday. Another quick look at the 7-day forecast just after the break.
Happy holidays from News 1226.
Do you currently have a Medicare supplement? If you've had it for a few years, you probably noticed the rates continue to rise. If you're in pretty decent health, there's a good chance we can get you that exact same coverage for a lot less. Give us a call or visit our website, RU64.com.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew. Someone took the Bronco out for an extended test drive.
They used all the go modes. Goes over any type of terrain.
Looks like they had a lot of fun.
Those boots are awfully muddy, Sam.
My boots? I did it. I'm gonna do it again.
Right now, get 4.9% financing for 72 months, plus up to $4,250 total savings on a 2024 Ford Bronco Sport.
If you've been injured, we take immediate action to get you the help you need. The call.
As soon as I called Austin Jackson, I was very assured and at ease.
The response.
They handled everything so that I could focus on getting better.
The work.
They took on the insurance company for me.
The result.
I am very happy with the settlement I received.
That's why you'll get the Augusta Guy.
Call Austin Jackson, the Augusta Guy, 706-724-7224.
Hey, Georgia, we're
Do you currently have a Medicare supplement? If you've had it for a few years, you probably noticed the rates continue to rise. If you're in pretty decent health, there's a good chance we can get you that exact same coverage for a lot less. Give us a call or visit our website, RU64.com.
Remember, for tomorrow, there could be some morning fog, so watch out for that for your morning commute. Later into the afternoon, cannot rule out a few stray thunderstorms, so make sure you are keeping an eye into the sky. Once we get past Wednesday, much drier for the rest of the week, but cold by the weekend.
Okay, thanks, Riley. We're back live on 26 News at 7.
And for News 12 at 10 and 11 o'clock. Thanks for watching.